Hey guys, Jeff Ford, Power Speed Endurance, SkyTerra Wellness, coming back at you for week 4, breaking down some treadmill tips specifically to run mechanics on the WoodWay Curve. Today what we're going to talk about is the pull versus the push. And you know, really there's this debate in running of heel striking versus ball of foot landing. And we're going to show you why the push and the heel strike is so inefficient just on this machine. You're going to see the difference between pushing and pulling, and that's 90% of runners are pushing from the ground and literally either going up because of the push or using their hip flexors and quads, just kind of wearing out those smaller muscle groups. So when we get to pulling, we utilize our bigger muscle groups, our glutes, our hamstrings, and that's really what's going to generate speed and allow you to contract for a long period of time. So say in a half marathon or a marathon, really the breakdown is cadence and pushing versus pulling. So later in races, what we'll see is the slower runners, their cadence just drops. So we always want to keep the cadence up, and we want to make sure we're using our hamstrings. Let me show you the push first, and then the push and the heel strike, excuse me, and then I'm going to show you how I clean that up. So typically what we see is people are going to be out in front of their hips. This is, when we do a lot of video analysis with Power Speed Endurance, that heel strike is out in front and then they're pushing. So what's going to happen is they push this leg through and then it comes out the back. What you can see is then my hip flexor has to contract. I've got to bring that leg back through, and then again I'm out in front of my general center of mass. The deal here is that also with the WoodWay Curve, the absorption it's super sock absorption, so there's less stress on your joints. Same deal goes for when you land underneath your hips and you pull. Okay, so let me show you this push in a little more sped up fashion. It's hard for me to do this, and again I am exaggerating this, but we see a lot of runners do this. This is about as fast as I can go with poor form, and I'm getting up to about 8 miles per hour. Okay, now I want you, as I catch my breath, see the difference when I clean this up. So I'm going to go from the push and then get into that really clean position. Boom, 11 miles per hour in about, again, 6 seconds. Hopefully what you could see is that immediate difference, that change in posture, that shoulder to hip alignment. Honestly guys, making this transition will save you a lot of time, money, and injury, and the WoodWay Curve is a great training tool to really clean up your runner's form. My name's Jeff Ford. We'll see you back next week for more treadmill tips.